Hi everybody, welcome back to our channel. Intercultural relationships, they can be beautiful, enriching, full of growth, and also a hot mess express and a real big source of stress. If you're seriously considering a relationship with someone that is from a different culture than your own, it's important to have open, honest conversation about what both of you value, what both of you expect, and how both of your backgrounds might shape your romantic connection. In this video, we are reviewing 8 questions you should ask your person before starting a serious intercultural relationship, starting with, could you tell me more about your family and the way they view relationships? In cultures that prioritize strong family bonds, the involvement of parents or extended family in relationship choices may be expected. Their approval can be crucial to the couple's happiness and success. In contrast, there are cultures that value independence and individualism. Partners from these countries may have more freedom to make decisions without consulting family members or seeking their approval. If one person expects family involvement and the other prefers more autonomy, there may be friction between them. A good follow-up question might be, are your family's expectations going to play a role in how we interact together or in the decisions that we have to make? What cultural traditions or holidays are important to you? Intercultural relationships often require blending different traditions, which in turn requires compromise or adaptation. Understanding what your partner values early on can help you avoid misunderstandings or hurt feelings. It can also help you be more thoughtful when planning special events together, as you'll have a better idea of what traditions they hold dear. If you can identify what's most important to the both of you, you can create new shared rituals that reflect both cultures. This can help strengthen your bond while honoring each other's backgrounds. Some questions to get deeper into this topic might be, how do you celebrate those traditions or holidays? How do you feel about combining traditions of mine with traditions of yours? How do you handle conflict or communication during difficult times? We all have our preferred ways of communicating, but sometimes we forget that those preferences are shaped by our cultures. Even within the US, there are differences in communication styles by region. I'm from New Jersey, where we talk fast, tell the truth, and we worry about your feelings later. When I moved to Georgia, I noticed this huge shift from people being direct and trying to soften the blow and talking in circles, kind of doing the whole criticism sandwich, but as a way of life. I had to adapt to that. I'm still not there, but I'm working on it. So imagine what can happen in a relationship where you've got different cultures and backgrounds going on. It's important to discuss how both of you prefer to handle difficult conversations so you can navigate them in a way that allows you both to feel respected and heard. An alternate question, do you prefer to handle issues immediately or do you need some time before we talk about them? How do you feel about gender roles? Or what are your expectations for women or men in a relationship? This conversation is particularly important if a partner comes from a more traditional background while the other embraces more modern or egalitarian views. Gender roles can vary greatly across cultures, so knowing what your partner believes and their perceptions of responsibility in relationships, marriage, and family before things get serious can reduce conflicts. Have you ever faced discrimination or bias? Race and ethnicity can affect personal experiences in ways that might not be immediately obvious. By asking your partner about any challenges they've faced, you can gain insight into why they are and feel the way they are and the way they feel. In addition, this helps you better empathize and avoid unintentionally insensitive comments or actions. A great follow-up question for this discussion would be, is there anything I can do to support you if this happens again? Is there anything that you need for me to understand or from me moving forward? How does religion and spirituality affect your life? Religion and spirituality can have a profound impact on how a person views their role in a relationship. Some cultures place a strong emphasis on religious practice, which can be deeply intertwined with family traditions, daily routines, and even decision-making. Addressing this topic early on can help you decide if you can support their beliefs. You should also talk about whether those differences might impact your long-term plans, like raising children or attending religious services together. Another question you can ask is, would you like for us to practice our separate religions respectively? Or do you expect me to convert to your religion? Are there any recipes or dishes that are important to your family or culture? Every culture has its own unique cuisine, with specific ingredients, cooking methods, and mealtime customs that reflect its history and values. This question lets you explore your partner's relationship with food, as well as to share and experience each other's culinary traditions. Apart from that, it's important to discuss any dietary restrictions, whether based on cultural, religious, or personal beliefs, This can affect everything from grocery shopping to meal planning. You can also ask what their favorite cultural dish is and then surprise them by buying it, or if you're feeling bold, making it yourself. What languages do you speak at home? Or do you speak any other languages? For many, language is not just a means of communication, it's also a powerful link to their heritage and sense of self. This convo might lead to questions about whether your partner would like for you to learn their language or how they feel they express themselves best. It's also worth addressing how this could affect your relationship with their family, particularly if their primary language is different from yours. Starting an intercultural relationship is an exciting journey filled with learning and growth. Having open dialogue about these challenges early on can give you both a good idea of how to support each other moving forward. Remember, it's not about agreeing on everything. It's about fostering dialogue, sharing experiences, and addressing potential concerns. Don't be afraid to dig deep into these topics. This is your potential lifetime you're talking about. So move slowly to ensure that you're both on the same page as you grow. If you have any other questions or thoughts about intercultural relationships, I'd love to see them in the comments below. Thanks for watching and best of luck if you decide to join the club. Take care.